Right, so this question says, find the coordinates of the stationary points of the curve y equals x cubed plus 4x squared minus 3x. Now, as always, you need to try and see the key things. Now, a stationary point is telling you that it's something to do with a maximum or a minimum. It's a stationary point, turning point, whichever word you like to use. At these points, we already mentioned the gradient is always 0. So that's a key thing. But because we're talking about the gradient, hopefully it's made you think, gradient, we need to differentiate. So if I differentiate this curve, we remember what to do. We bring the power down, 3 times 1 is 3, and reduce the power by 1. Same again, bring the power down, 4 times 2 is 8, reduce the power by 1. Bring the power down, minus 3 times 1 is minus 3, reduce the power by 1, x to the power 0, we don't write it. Right, so this is what the gradient is at any point. I want it at the stationary point. Now we know if it is the stationary point, we know that the gradient is equal to 0. Now here, I need to find the coordinates. So that means I'm going to have to try and find what the x values are. I know the equation equals 0. Hopefully this looks familiar from GCSE. I need to solve to find what x is. Now to solve this, I'm going to have to factorise. Now you can factorise whichever way you prefer. If you do 3 times 3 is 9, list factors of 9, that's absolutely fine. I'm just going to quickly try and do it in my head. 3 times 3 will give me 9, minus 1 will give me the 8x. So I've factorised. However you want to do it is absolutely fine. Or we're solving a quadratic. You could use a quadratic formula if you want. Minus b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Whichever you prefer. Once I've got this, I need to know what the two values of x are. So for this one, you should remember from GCSE, x is minus 3, or over here, x is a third. Now I've got these. This is not the coordinates, and please try not to forget that, because this last little step is where most people end up losing 1 mark, and it's a little bit silly because you know if you've got your x coordinate, how would you find your y coordinate? You would sub it in. This says y equals, and you've got a formula. So if I do minus 3 first, because this seems like it might be a little bit easier on my brain. So y equals minus 3 cubed minus 27 plus, it's going to be 4 times minus 3 squared. Minus 3 squared is 9, 9 times 4 is 36, minus 3 times minus 3 is minus 9, a minus and a minus is a plus, so I've got plus 9. So I've got minus 27 plus 36 plus 9. So minus 27 plus 36 is 9. 9 plus 9 is 18. So I've got minus 3, 18 as my coordinate. The next one's going to be a little bit more difficult for my brain. So if x is a third cubed is 1 over 27 plus 4 times a third squared, so 4 times a ninth, which is 4 ninths, minus 3 times a third, which is minus 1. Really quickly, I will just try and sort this one out. Equivalent fractions times by 3, take away 1, which is 27 over 27. Just do that so you can see. 1 plus 12 is 13. 13 take away 27 is minus 14 over 27. So I've got my two coordinates there for you.